What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a story out of New Orleans, Louisiana. You heard me? Shout out New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? And this story right here I thought was interesting and wanted to sit up here and talk about it. This is something we talk about multiple times on this channel. Broken male syndrome, BMS. Is like what I like to call it. This gentleman right here is a perfect example of that. And in the comment section, I know a lot of you guys are going to say the same thing. How does a dude like this get women to fall for the tricks and go for the BS that these people, this type of person, submits? I mean, just emits, rather. This guy right here, the story I'm going to show you, I want you to pay attention to this video. It's something that we always see. It's a growing pattern. It always fits the same description. Bum ass dude, abusive ass dude, violent criminal history, live-in boyfriend, always turns bad, recipe for disaster. Listen, sometimes stray dogs are stray for a reason, and you need to leave sleeping dogs where they lie. I think that's how the cliche go. But I mean, in this guy's case, this guy right here is the epitome of loser. Take a look at this and look how the justice system failed this woman who was just doing a simple favor to help this man out. Now, whether it was out of fear or what, she still paid a grave price for it. You can't be nice to everybody. You can't build with somebody that has destruction in their heart, mind, and soul. Take a look. We'll come back and build on it.
You told me that Lewis was not going to get out of jail without that ankle monitor on.
What do you want the sheriff's office to do to try and protect other victims?
They have to do better than what they're doing.
A woman who police say was beaten by a man shortly after she bonded him out of jail is speaking out about what went wrong. Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Meg Gatto. The victim spoke exclusively to Fox 8. She tells us the attack happened 1 hour after Lewis Stokes got out of jail.
The victim says she was assured he would be placed on an electronic monitor and confirmed to his own home, but that did not happen, and Stokes is still on the run. Ramasan has more.
Like 3 months ago.
What happened?
He started being possessed and controlling.
Lewis Stokes was a former live-in boyfriend who showed up at this woman's door at 1 o'clock Thursday morning.
He knocked on the door and he asked me to come. He asked for his stuff.
The victim says she knew Stokes for 6 years, and the relationship started out well. But she says when he moved in with her, he got possessive and rough, and she called the JPSO to have him arrested.
They got him out my bed and took him to their police station, but he wound up bonding out and he still didn't come home. Arlene's picked him up from whatever charge he had with her.
Stokes was rearrested in Orleans on domestic abuse, battery, and child endangerment charges from a separate incident on October 30th. He was held at the Orleans Justice Center until Wednesday night, when he convinced his former girlfriend living in Tarrytown to bond him out.
I actually went signed the papers and stuff like that, and that wasn't my money, that was his money. He gave me the money to get him out.
She says Stokes then came to her home in Tarrytown and beat her for 25 minutes, about an hour after she signed the bond documents to get him out of jail.
And where did he hit you?
All over my head, my eyes, stomping me all in my arm, kicking me in my back.
She says she was assured that upon Stokes' release, he would be confined to his home with an ankle monitor, but that did not happen.
Do you think somebody from the sheriff's office should have notified you that he'd been released without a monitor?
Yes, they should have. They should have. They assured me that there was. No one told me nothing.
The condition of his release was that he be placed on ankle monitoring and on 24-hour house arrest. However, OPSO staff in our release unit prematurely released him without the ankle monitor.
People involved in the electronic monitoring industry say there are a number of steps that can be taken prior to a defendant's release, a release which can often endanger victims.
I don't wish this on no one.
A digital system would be amazing. I think that whenever they have all of this paper transferring back and forth, it makes it a little more confusing.
The sheriff's office says it is working on getting a digital record system using ARPA funds, but meantime is taking interim steps to try and make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
The release cover sheet will be modified to address if ankle monitoring is required. This will alert the person processing the paperwork to read the documents for additional information.
The victim says recovery will take a while.
When the men do that to y'all, y'all have to not.
And so is Sheriff Hudson. She says she reprimanded an employee for their role in the release and is now looking for a new supervisor. She says that it took 6 hours before staff realized a mistake, and though they notified Stokes' alleged Orleans Parish victim, they did not notify the alleged Jefferson Parish victim that he was out and not on home confinement. Stoke remains on the loose, but they believe he's still in the area. If you know where he might be, they ask that you call police.
Guys, that's the story of one Louis Stokes and what he did to this lady and the hell she went through just helping this man. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This guy, 39 years old. Last year, he was investigated for a person of interest in a homicide. And I don't know how that turned out because I was doing a little bit of research on this dude. This guy right here, trash, man. Trash. For real, you're 39 years old. If you ain't got it, you'll never get it. You ain't got your own place. You living off of people. Come on, man. Come on. It's like people got to learn. You can't be nice to a grown man that ain't got shit. You can't. It never ends well. And this is proof of it right here. This guy gets out of jail, which the justice system failed, didn't put the ankle monitor on him. Somebody got in trouble for that. Then it was 4 to 6 hours till after they realized that he was gone, that, we messed up. What did he do? Came right out the house. Came right to the house early in the morning. Because, you know, they release you in jail at any given time. Comes right to the house. I come to get my stuff. She opens the door. He mollywops her. Did you hear what she said he did? Punched her, kicked her, stomped her in the back. Same woman that got him out of jail. Doing him a favor. Now, granted, the money was his. But still, no respect for somebody that took you out of terror. Out of the terror dome and gave you what limited freedom that you had. And that's the thanks you show by repaying somebody with an ass whipping. I don't understand it. Look at the whole situation. She known him for 6 years, right? He was a living boyfriend. Now, if you really go back and look at the whole situation, she wasn't with him no more. I guess she broke up with him after he got in trouble and got locked up. He begged her to get him out. He got out. She broke up with him or whatever. Wasn't with him no more. He came back, gave her the ultimate thank you. Put hands and feet on her. She's sitting up there with a sling on her arm. She got to disguise her voice to sound like Bert and Ernie. So as to not, getting any more trouble because the guy's still on the loose. What kind of mess is this? Criminal past. She said when she met him, they was cool. She said she known him for 6 years. Started kicking it to him, brought him into your house. Soon as she got in the house, what she say? He became possessive and he became rough with her. That's always in him. And it's in a lot of people out here like that. A lot of people that are older, whether they lack the responsibility or anything, or they've been in and out of jail and didn't pick up a lot of the stuff grown-ups supposed to know and ways of getting on their feet. That's not your problem. It's their problem. And females fall into these traps, pick these guys up. Oh, I want to help them out. I think you can't change a broken dude. You can't change them. They are who they are for a reason, and they where they at for a reason. And that's facts. Think about this. This guy beat the woman up that got him out of jail. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of y'all that ain't never been in jail, one of the things you see in jail, a lot of you fellas, you know this. Now, I don't know how it is with the females, and when they get locked up, but men, we know this. How many times you seen dudes constantly staying on the phone, cussing somebody out, begging them to get them out of jail, but talking to them in the most craziest ways, using intimidation tactics to get somebody to get them out, threatening to kill them. And on a recorded line, they do this type of stuff. I've seen it multiple times. Like, how you gonna cut somebody out and then ask them to get you out of jail? You're nobody gonna do nothing for you. But for some reason, it be working. Some people fall for it. I don't know if he cussed her out, but I know his pleas didn't go unanswered because she zoomed her behind up there and helped him get out, and she paid for it. Paid for it. Sometimes people will do a favor for you just to get rid of you. And I think that's what she was honestly doing. Like, man, listen, you got your stuff here. You got locked up. I don't want to be with you. Probably broke up with him over the phone in jail. He came out, had a vendetta, handled her. Handled her. People like this are like vampires. When I was younger, there used to be a show. It was a TV series called Salem's Lot. Tell me in the comments, y'all remember Salem's Lot. The vampire would come to the window with a bunch of fog around them. Try to get you to open the door to let them in. They can't come in on their own, but you got to let them in. As soon as you let them in, they're charming, attractive, whatever. Trying to act like there's a blast from the past, somebody you know, speaking of fun times, and then you let your guard down. And once they get in there, they put them fangs in you and it's over with. You can't help broken people. You can't. See, there's a big difference in life of wanting to help somebody out and being a nice person and being a fool. You know, they say, fool me once, shame on me. What do they say? Fool you once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Same situation. For this guy to do this, he done did this before. Remember, he had another girlfriend that he got in trouble with. If you go look him up, where he was fighting on her. Child endangerment, must have attacked her in front of the kids. People that whip ass usually are serial ass whippers. You can see that woman sitting in that chair that she not that big. This dude almost 6 feet tall and he's heavy set. Like I said, man, if somebody got a beat on you to control you, you ain't the one. And they definitely ain't the one. Proof of this guy's a loser all the way around the board. Now he on the run for beating somebody up when he could have just got his goofy ass out of jail, went and got his stuff and left. No ankle monitor. That's not his fault. He gonna take what they give him. He run the street foot loose and fancy free, looking for the next ass to kick. Seriously. There's a big disconnect nowadays with the way the world is between the relationship of a man and woman. This guy, 39 years old, ain't got shit. That right there is all I need to know. It's not my fault you in your position, fam, and anybody else's. But I can tell you, one of the things that might have got you where you at is your ability to lash out and attack somebody that ain't got shit to do with your situation because you mad at yourself. Maybe next time you'll look at the mirror and punch your own self in the fucking face. Make the world a better place. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Man, I do these stories because I care, man. I care. Some of us should not have the privilege to breed. Sex is for the accomplished. So is relationships. A lot of times you ladies mess with these type of dudes. They make you so messed up and scatterbrained in the head. You ain't no use to a good man. When he come and fall in your lap, you don't even know. Because you dealt with so much bad. You know what I mean? You need to do these dudes like you do a closet. Clean it out. Don't look back. Put them on the curb. Because there's going to be somebody else to fall for the BS and pick them up if it's some treasure in that trash. See you guys in the next video. Take care.